All right, so I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about, you do a lot of open houses.
Yes.
They typically happen on the weekend.
Yeah.
When a lot of people like to not work, because Monday through Friday is a lot of people's work schedule, but you're out there working on weekends for open houses.
Yes.
How much prep time? I mean, what goes into it? What does it look like when you're kind of going through that process to prepare? Or do you just show up the day of the open house, throw a sign in the yard, and call it good?
No. So we have to, one, choose the house, make sure that it's available, whatever. Start the marketing for that, get the feedback sheets prepared for that, doing social media marketing, partnering with a lender or another agent, just to be able to get exposure a little bit more out. And then if weather permits, doing door knocking, and so inviting a lot of the neighbors to come and check out the open house.
Okay, so if you do end up door knocking, how many houses do you like to try and knock on to invite people to it?
I like to do a minimum of
50 houses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then probably up to how many?
I think the most we've done, probably like the 110.
110-ish, okay. But 50 surrounding streets right there. If there's certain neighborhoods, you can get to a lot more, right? If you're Pueblo West, you're probably not hitting 100 houses.
No, not at all.
Cool. And then you'd said you partner with like a lender or another agent for more exposure. And so what does that look like? Why are we doing that?
Well, one, for the social media marketing, we could touch each other's bases. Also, just safety, so that you're having somebody else there at the open house. And then if no one shows up, you have somebody to talk to.
Yeah, because sometimes you do all of the right things, and then it snows that day. Like, see, literally the last couple of weeks you've hosted open houses,
Yeah.
It snowed. You still did it. You
Yeah.
stuck through it, right? But at the end of the day, who showed up?
No one.
Yeah.
The neighbors waved, you know?
Yeah, you host the same open house consistently. You start to get to know the neighbors. Oh, there's Jizelle again.
Yeah.
Good luck today. And nobody walks out that day because it's snowing outside, right? But on nicer days especially, there's typically a few people that show up.
Yes.
And so I love how you mentioned safety, because that's a big deal, right? You are literally alone in a home that is potentially vacant for a couple hours when nobody else is around. Safety is a big deal. And so we invite you're laughing. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I think just hearing it all together.
Right?
Yeah.
Like somebody else is home
Yes.
by yourself.
Yes.
Nobody else is there. Somebody could walk in and they might not have good intentions, right? And so you have another agent or a lender. We've had home inspectors partner with us before, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of an obligation we have of you, is that I don't like the idea, and I know anybody on our team, we don't like the idea of anybody hosting an open house on their own.
Yeah.
There's no benefit to that, right? And so we're doing the door knocking. You're posting on social media, touching the other people that are also helping you host it. Day of the open house, what are you doing?
Putting out signs, directionals, putting up the flag, getting there early, turning on lights, making sure everything's placed, setting up with the sheets, feedback sheets, clipboards. The house is ready to be presented.
And so I know that we've talked about this. It really walks in, you need to touch all of their senses, right? And we even made posts about this before, right? And so it's like, you want all the lights on, so it's all bright and open, right? You want to make sure the house smells open.
Yes.
You want to make sure that the temperature is correct.
Yes.
You have something potentially to eat, like cookies or a bag of chips, something like that, right? So they're enjoying while they're walking through, maybe some waters, all of those senses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so what's your favorite thing to offer when somebody walks in?
I think, eating wise, the winner is donuts. I've tried like sandwiches. Honestly, we've been experimental. Donuts are the winners. So that's feeding. Candles, amazing if it's allowed. And then clipboards are so good for people to take notes on while they're doing the open house, because I think, I don't know, as you're walking through, you think and you take your little note, and it's something that helps them remember the house more, but then also remember specific things that they noticed as they were walking through the house.
I love that. Awesome. So how many open houses every weekend do you typically like to host?
2.
Every weekend.
Almost every week.
That's a lot of work, because people, you guys are watching this, like showing up the day of, right? There's a lot of prep work that goes into it.
Yes.
You're talking with other people and coordinating with them.
Yes.
Plus the homeowner has to be out for a couple hours if they are living there, right? There's a lot that goes into it. So thank you so much. All right. I'm Mark Ditkoff, and this is Jizelle Mercado. We are the Onyx Group, and we are here to help.